Hi everyone. I'm doing a video today, which is Sunday, but I'm posting it on Wednesday. I wanted to have something for you on Wednesday, but I knew if I didn't pre-record one, I'd have nothing because I am going to be in Rhode Island and I get there in the evening on Tuesday. So I will have nothing on Wednesday. So there's a few little things. Let's do a little update on Milton. Oh, before I do that, in case you're wondering, these lovely eyes of mine, well, I'm allergic to oak trees. And guess what came tumbling down all around us? Oak trees. So the second I walk out the door, there's my eyes. So they're very red and itchy. And sorry about that, but I ain't my beautiful self today. Anyhow, let's talk about Milton a little bit. That was the craziest thing I ever lived through. I've lived through storms up in Rhode Island. When I was married to my first husband, my oldest son was 2 years old. We had a huge blizzard in New England. The blizzard of 1978. We got 5 feet of snow. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, but we couldn't go anywhere. I mean, you couldn't even walk out your door because you'd get lost in the snow. Oh, that was a lot of fun. But it didn't scare me. Did not scare me. This storm scared me. And it's the first time in 14 years that I've lived here in Florida that I got afraid of a hurricane. I have never, ever heard, and I'm going to say heard because the worst of it didn't hit until after it was dark, so you couldn't see anything. But to just hear that wind whipping around, and it would just make the rain hit your house because it was just pelting that rain. The rain was coming sideways. It wasn't coming down nice. It was going sideways and hitting the house and the windows. And oh my gosh, what a racket. It was so noisy. And you couldn't see what was happening. I couldn't see my son and family. They live in the same community as me, but oh, that was hard. And if I get a little emotional, I'm sorry, but it scared me. At some point on Wednesday night, my son lost power. I couldn't get a hold of him. Our phones went crazy. Sometimes I could text, sometimes I couldn't. I did not lose power. And like I said, we live in the same community. 5 minutes from each other. He lost power, I did not. He did get his power back yesterday, which was Saturday. So I'm glad for them. But I'll tell you, on Thursday morning, the storm was over. Couldn't believe the mess we had. Not as bad as others, I'm sure, but for us, it was a lot. And came that knock at the door, and I opened it, and it was my son and 2 grandsons. I lost it. I just lost it. I was so worried about them because we couldn't contact each other. But everybody made it through well. I'm lucky. My house did not get damaged. Just trees outside. I never lost power. I don't know. I really think someone was watching over Grumpy and me. On Thursday, we just looked at each other and said this had to be divine intervention because I don't know how we made it through this night. I just don't know. Had to be. There's no explanation other than that. So I will insert a little video. I do have it up in my shorts, I think, but I don't think you've all seen it. Not that you have to go and watch it, but I'll insert it here. And it will be of, I'm going to call it pre-hurricane, because the real bad stuff didn't happen till after it was dark. My lanai flooded. My backyard became a pool. My nephew even joked with me about that the next day. He went off to his vacation home in Georgia with his family, and because he lives 5 minutes away from me too. And the next day he texted me and he says, "Are you all right, Auntie?" And I said, "Yes, we're fine, just flooded and tree limbs everywhere and that kind of stuff." He goes, "Well, you always wanted a pool." Well, you know what? I don't want to share the pool with those frogs. Where do they come from? I have no water close to me. No retention ponds are close to my home. Well, fairly close. Take me 2 minutes to walk over to where one is, but not in my backyard or anything. And whenever we have a heavy rain and it gathers, because of the way the house is built, we need to get somebody in here to build a French drain so water can drain out of my backyard. Frogs appear, and then all I hear is croaking all night long. It's like, where do they come from? Do these things live in the ground, and when water builds up, they come to the surface? I don't know. Tell me if you know what happens with frogs, because I don't know. Anyhow, I'll put a little video here of the hurricane that we saw, what we were going through. I don't remember if I did this last week. I should have watched my video before this. Please forgive me if I'm giving you the same information. Can't be giving you the same information because I made that Wednesday video before the bad part of the hurricane happened. So I think I may have done something, but I'm just not sure. I'm sorry. So let's watch that 1 minute video. Okay, I'll be right back. So that was pre-hurricane, and it was starting, I think you can see the water was accumulating, was coming into my lanai, and there's just a very short little segment where you can see some plastic trash bags and sandbags up against my house. That is my family room, and I have a triple sliding glass door right there, and I was terrified it was just going to come over everything and into our house. It didn't. It made it to that, but it didn't come up high enough to get into my house. So I was very, very, very lucky with that. So then I did actually sleep the night of the hurricane. I was exhausted. And when I got up early in the morning and I looked outside, I could not believe it. My beautiful big oak tree in the backyard was just branches everywhere, just everywhere. I've always been afraid that that tree would go down in a big storm. It's got to be a good strong one, because if it didn't go down in this one, it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And the one in the front got a little bit of debris from it. You know, our street was full of debris, and you know, it's that same old story of all the neighbors getting together and helping out. The young man next door had a blower, and he came over and blew all the debris off our sidewalk and out of the street in front of our house. And I don't know if he did our driveway or if Grumpy did. I don't know. But that was so nice, and neighbors were running over and hugging us, and so happy that everybody was okay. That's the good part of it. That's the good part of it. So I'll go back again, and I'll post a couple of pictures of the aftermath of my backyard. It's not as bad as a lot of people, for sure. I will also include a picture of a neighbor's house where her oak tree fell over and hit the front of her house. So I will include that picture too, but that's not mine, so don't worry when you see that picture, okay? That's someone who lives around the corner from me. So let's look at those pictures, and I'll be right back. Crazy, right? I took Teddy on a walk. I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, because he was antsy, I was antsy. I had been stuck in a house for such a long time, and we just went for a walk. That's when I took the picture of the house that had, the tree that had fallen over. And it was just so sad to see everybody out there, and these piles and piles of branches from their trees and everything. It was, I don't know, looked like a war zone walking around. Teddy was totally freaked out. He was totally freaked out. I thought he was going to want me to carry him all the way home. A couple of kids came by on their bikes, and they stopped to pet him and stuff, and that seemed to ease him a little bit. And as I got back onto my street, there was a group of women from my street talking, and I stopped and spoke with them for a while, and one of them has a grandson that's just a sweetheart, and he was like, "Teddy, Teddy," and he came over and sat with the dog and petted him while I was talking to the other ladies, and that kept him calm till we got back home. So we haven't gone for a walk again since, but I just haven't had time. Just haven't had time. So that's it. I'm done with Milton. I'm done with it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We are fine. Grumpy's been doing a little bit of work here and there. The front of the house is all cleaned up. The back is the issue, as you saw with the big branches out of the oak tree and everything. And, you know, he's not a young man. And he's doing little bits at a time to get that debris out of our yard, and then the whole yard has to be raked because there's tiny little branches everywhere. So that'll take him a little time to get that done, but it'll get done. It's not a big deal. It's a small price to pay for us being safe. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. So as most of you know, Robin and I were supposed to have our big fall market this weekend. I went crazy during the week waiting to hear something from them. At the beginning of the week, they sent out an email saying to stay safe, and once they knew how bad their damage was and everything from the storm, they would let us know whether or not they were having the market on the weekend. I have to admit I had mixed feelings about it at that point. I didn't want to put out all these plushies I put so much time and energy into, and money. This is a farm, so it's like a big field, big fields. There's a winery as well, but you know, it's just big fields. So we're going to set up in the grass or on dirt, depending on where they put us. And I didn't want to set up plushies in that. It would be muddy. It would be muddy. There's no way it would dry out. They got it even worse than we did. So finally, Friday morning, they sent me an email saying they were canceling for the weekend. They were out of power. They had no power. And they had a real big mess to clean up. So I don't even know if they're going to have it next weekend, because there's just so much to do, so much to clean up. And their parking lot is dirt and grass. So that is soaked as can be. And even walking in my backyard today, the water is gone, but you can still feel the sponginess of the ground from it being so saturated. So we lost that market. But they were nice. They gave me the option of booking a different market or getting my money back. I told Robin what I felt we should do, and she agreed. So we are getting our money back. And I'll keep an eye on them. I don't know if they have any December markets, or I know they have a big blueberry festival in the spring, and that's a pretty busy thing. Shouldn't rain at that point, and it's before hurricane season. So maybe then we'll go. We'll see. But nothing is posted yet. There's nothing posted yet to apply to go to another market. I'm grateful that I didn't make a ton of fall and Halloween items, because I really would have been in trouble. But I do have items that now I can't sell in December. I'm not going to put out Halloween and fall stuff in December. But I've been lucky. My two big pumpkins, like this. I only made 2 of them, and 2 of my subscribers contacted me and wanted to buy them. So these sold. So I'm very lucky about that. And also, oops, just fell. Also, a friend in Rhode Island wanted the little skeleton octo. So I'm taking this to Rhode Island with me, and she is purchasing this for me. So this little one's going. But if you remember, I made that big one. Well, I can't do that in December. So I still got him, and I got a few little things. I went through my big bags that I put all the plushies in, and without messing up the whole thing, tried to pull a few things that I know I can't sell after this month. So I have these little stress balls. You know, they pop out. So my little pumpkin one, not a December item. How cute though, right? I like it. And I also have the little black cat like that, and it pops out. And it's a little stress ball. I did have 2 others, but those sold. So that's it. And then I had made these little ghosts, and I would have to look on my inventory list. I'm not sure how many of these I had made. 5 or 6, no more than that, I'm sure. Well, I can't do these in December. They're so cute too. Aw. And then remember, I made all of these little Halloween cats. It was a test I had done for, oh, excuse me, my mind is mush. But I made 3 of these, and they're all Halloween-y, Halloween-y. And I can't sell those. And here's a little blast from the past. I haven't showed this guy for a while. And I thought thought he was so darn cute. But my little pumpkin boy, I have 2 of these with the little butt. Oh, he's so cute. And again, another one I can't do. And then of course, I think I showed you last week, I made the breast cancer awareness penguins. And I did these for October. I don't know if anybody would buy these in December. Maybe if they know somebody who is going through that, they would like to give them one of these as a gift. I don't know. I may take them with me. I haven't decided yet. So I'm sure there's other little things that I have in the bag somewhere. And as I go through it and find them, I'll just put them away for next year, I guess. Because what else am I going to do with them? So last week I said that I was opening up orders again, which I am. And right away, those 2 pumpkins sold. I still have the little one, but I couldn't find it. It's in one of those bags somewhere. And I have all my little s'mores. Not s'mores, I'm sorry, candy corn. I made 4 of these. I was going to make a few more to put in a basket and sell, you know, like for $5. Put them away for next year, I guess. And off the top of my head, I just can't think of what else I had dedicated to fall. I don't know. I would have to look at my list. I do have it all on paper now. Well, on a spreadsheet on my computer anyhow, of all my items, but I don't know. So I was sitting around trying to decide. I have an order from someone, and I think I showed this already last week, but she wanted the octo tassel, which I made for her. And I'm bringing this to Rhode Island, and she got a little opossum, and she also bought that pumpkin, this pumpkin. So those are coming to Rhode Island with me. And the octo, the skeleton octo, is sold, so that's good. So I got a couple little things sold out of all of this. I don't have a market in November. I'll be gone for the rest of October, so I can't do any this month. So what I decided to do is bring gifts. I'm looking because I'm missing some stuff, and I don't know how I could be missing. Oh, okay, never mind. So I thought I would bring some gifts for the little ones in my family. I have 3 great nieces. One is 3 years old, one is a year old, and the other one is maybe, not sure if she's 2, but 3 little girls. So I wanted to bring them something because I think I'm going to get together with them and my niece Cheryl, who is also my goddaughter. These are her grandchildren. I just keep dropping everything. Sorry. So since I made these loaf cats and they have not crocheted, but embroidered eyes, and they're all little ones, I'm going to bring these as gifts for them. Because, you know, Auntie can't go visit with nothing to give. That would not be too cool. I really enjoy these loaf cats, I really do. But they're quick and easy for me to make, so I had these all made already. So I figured, why not? I can always make more for December. They don't take me very long to do. And then I have a niece that wants me to go to her house in Connecticut. It's not that far a drive. Well, I really don't know because I've never been to her house. But she made me promise that I would go while I was up there. So she's got 2 children. So they are my great niece and nephew. So I can't give to some and not to the other. So I am giving Halen this little loaf cat. I don't know how old she is. 7? 6, 7? I'm not sure. But just a little something. Just a little something. And then just today, while we were watching football, I didn't want to give Liam a little cat. I don't know. I think they're kind of girly myself. Too. I don't know. I don't know. So I made him a loaf dog. Isn't it cute? So this is the first one I make of a dog. And I will bring it for him. And he's a little older. He may be 8. So maybe past the plushie stage, but I don't care how old you are. You get one and they make you happy, right? So I made this for him, and I'm going to bring this to Rhode Island and give it to him. So I hope to take some pictures of the little ones with their new plushies, and I will post that in a video, hopefully that I do next week in Rhode Island, if I see everybody by that time. Because I tend to go to my son's house and not want to go anywhere because I love being there so much. It's so peaceful and quiet, and I love sitting outside on their deck, and it's just all woods behind them, and listen to the birds, and I sit out there and crochet, and their 2 little dogs sit with me, and it's just so peaceful and calm, and love it. Love it, love it, love it. I can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. So that's it. That's all I have. I guess it's enough, right? But I really just wanted you to know that Grumpy and I are fine. We made it through just fine. It was terrifying. Terrifying. I don't know what else to say. I so look forward to my time in Rhode Island, see my family, friends I haven't seen in years and years and years. I mean, everybody was getting in touch with me. At one point I said to Grumpy, I said, I just wish they would stop texting me, because all it does is bring it up again and bring it up again, you know, and not that I didn't appreciate it, because, oh my gosh, how blessed am I to have so many people check in on me, including you guys. So many of you. It's so heartwarming to me. It's nothing better than knowing people out there care for you and worry about you. So it was very touching, but difficult at the same time. It's very hard to explain, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope. So that's my little video. I just wanted to show you what I'm going to bring to Rhode Island with me. I'm going to bring some yarn. I did buy 2 new patterns. I won't tell you what they are, but I will make a couple of Christmas items. I don't make too much for Christmas, but I will make a couple of things while I'm there. And one of the patterns I bought is not Christmas, but I think you'll like it. So I'm just going to bring a little bit of yarn, not tons of it like I did in June when I was there. And if I have time, I'll make something. If I don't have time, I won't. I'm hoping to make enough, at least 5 items. So maybe I can talk my family into doing another crazy video with me, showing the items. If you haven't seen that one, I'll put it up here at the end of this video. It is hysterical, and I would love to have another one with them. I would love to have another one with them. They were so funny, and it was just a lot of fun. So hopefully I get to do that before I leave. So we'll see. We'll see. So stay safe, everyone. Have a wonderful time. I will check in with you when I can. Maybe I'll do some video clips of the foliage. It is fall in New England, and I'm hoping to go out for a nice drive to see all the beautiful foliage and stuff like that. So maybe I'll do a little bit of that. Show you a little piece of my heaven, which is Rhode Island, and some of the trees, maybe some of the ocean, and the things I love when I'm there, Newport. Little bits and pieces. And maybe you'll like it too. And know why I love going back there so much. All right, that's it. I do this every time, don't I? I say I'm going and then I stop blabbing again. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Have a wonderful week. I hope I get another video up next week for you. If not, just think I'm having such a good time I didn't have time to do anything. All right, everyone. I hope to see you soon. And thank you. Thank you for your concern and your messages. I just love you guys. All right. Talk to you again.